This is Irontrader, and it is Turnaround Tuesday. Well, we'll see if it all shakes out, but that's what we're looking for. Now, we had a big sell-off here yesterday. Usually on those sell-offs, those would be getting bought here, and then they run back up. Now, again, we could have a little bit pullback here at the beginning, and let's see how the day shakes out. Okay, as usual, we're going to take a look here at Bitcoin, at crude oil, and natural gas. But first of all, we're going to take a look here at the Nasdaq. I want to show you a couple support levels. Okay, this video is for information purposes only, not a recommendation to buy, selling stock market ETF. Please like, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Okay, here we have the Nasdaq. Now, yesterday here, we had this huge red candle, but let's just take a look at the chart here. Okay, see what we had here is you had 20,204, okay? Then your next level there was 21,118, okay? And then we came down here to the bottom, top of this candle here at 21,110, okay? So you have a high, a lower high, a lower high, pretty much like a triple top situation, couldn't get through, and then we're selling right on off. Now, realistically, seasonality here, you're going to get a sell down, I think, here till about the mid-March, and then it's going to be a good buying opportunity here. So don't get, too excited. Now, yesterday here, we came all the way down here, went past that 200-day, but closed right around that 200 SMA here, which was very nice. Now, if this continues and we just sell right on off, this is what we're going to be looking for right here on the Nasdaq. It's going to be this 50-day. Okay, 18,067. Okay, that's what you're going to be looking for. That's going to be very, very key. Because look at here, see how we held it here? Okay, we held it here. Now we're going to be retesting it again. Now, if this is lost here, well, then we can just start following the candles down, and we're going to go much lower. Okay, in the whole scheme of things. But let's just watch this 8-day or 50-day on a closing basis by Friday. That's going to be the key. And then we want to obviously trade against yesterday's red candle, but we had an engulfing candle engulf the previous day's whole smear. Now, what we have here on the RSI, okay, so we got to see how this candle shakes out. So far we had this low. Okay, now if we get a lower low today and with RSI stays up higher, then we can have a positive divergence, but we don't know what that is yet because this hasn't even opened yet up on the chart. But we're getting into that oversold condition the same way we have our here. Again, the key is going to be holding this 50-day on a weekly chart here by Friday. So I just wanted to show you that. Watch this 200-day on the downside and watch that 50-day on the downside. That would be next support levels. Okay, let's take a look here now at Bitcoin. Okay, here we have Bitcoin daily chart all stretched out here nicely. Okay, let's just take a look. Now, yesterday we had this big gap up, but again, I said yesterday, T-Man's a very, very strong man, but he's not stronger than these charts, okay? And that's what you have to look at. So where it ran up here, it went right into that 21-day, and then it pulled right back. Now, on the plus side of this here is we filled this gap here now, which I always say was going to come down and fill the gap, and we filled this gap, okay? That was now today we put in a lower low situation here, and now we're trying to rally up here into this 8-day. That was very, very key, but so far we can't get above it, okay? So that's the key. That's going to be a problem. So now what we do is let's look at the downside here first, okay? So we're looking for today's low. That's at 82,870, okay? And then if we look over here, what do we have here? You had 82,600 level. Then we'll come down to the bottom of this candle, 82,185. And then we're going to look for this retest here. So what I do is push up that price channel. That's at 78,675 level. Okay, so that's going to be very, very key support. Now, again, we have to see what the reaction is once it gets there. Now, again, if it loses that, then we're going to come to and maybe fill this gap here at that 77,930 level. Okay, and that would be fill this gap here. We haven't done that yet. And then we're going to have this 76,541. That's your 200 SMA here. Now, this should be very, very strong. We should see how this all holds out here nicely. Now, again, if this is lost here, then what we do is we just look to the top of this these channels here, okay? So you're looking at 74,485 level, okay? Then we can come over here. You got 69,635 level. Then we can come all the way over here at 67,135. So all we do is just follow these candles here all the way in. This is going to be all your support levels if this 200-day is lost. And the reason being is, see, as it rallies up, and then it comes down here, then it breaks out of that. So that becomes a support level once it breaks out. The same way it was here. So you have that resistance here, comes all the way down, held the 21-day, and then it broke out of that. So now that becomes your support level next there, okay? But always watch these gaps and these fills. That was all very, very critical. Okay, now upside here, well, we're sitting right about right in that area. So now what we're going to do is we're going to be just take it right back up here again. Okay, so you got 85,720 is what you want to watch, and then we want to watch the top of this candle here, 87,015, and then right here is at 87,643. That's your 8-day. That's going to be very, very strong resistance. If you can get above that, okay, then we're going to have that 90,081. Okay, and then we can come up here to that 93,704, which is your 21-day, and then we have 97,021. Now you can see here how the 8 days rolling over, 21 days rolling over, and now the 50 days rolling over. So there's nothing really here bullish about this chart here at all. Now, yesterday we had that pop and that drop, but this was so easy because, see, this was a really good candle here because we left that bottoming tail, okay? But this here is where I sold out the IBIT, and then I scalped the long BITI on the scalp ski on the long side here. So now I'm just watching here today to see exactly if we're going to retest this level here at that 82,185, or we're going to come all the way down here to this price channel, which is at 78,675, or even lower. Okay, so remember, just keep a lot of some powder dry. Okay, even if you say, oh, I'm going to get Bitcoin for the long term, just wait until we get a bottom kind of situation. What we're looking for is a red dog, somewhere like at this area here, where you have a bottoming tail, or you are looking for a higher low, or something on that area here to say, hey, well, that selling is done. But right now, the selling is not done. However, when we look at this RSI here, it came in, went to that overbought. You can see how that turned blue like that? Well, that told me right there, plus this candle, to get long and then sell it up into that 21-day. Now, we're holding right here on the bottom. This is like really, really getting to be oversold conditions, the same way here on your MACD kind of a situation, okay? So let's just see how this all shakes out today. So watch, obviously, here, this candle here, that's on the bottom, that 82,185, and then the retest right there at 78,675. That's your bottom scenario, okay? Upside here is that 8-day. That 8-day is everything, 87,638. If you get above it, then we'll be looking for that 100-day at 81. Okay, let's take a look here now at crude oil and natural gas. Okay, here we have the crude oil, and you can see here, this is like a total big nothing burger here, okay? This I've been pointing out this here for weeks. There's nothing bullish about this. So we have this high, lower high, lower high, lower high, nothing at all. Okay, now we're breaking down. So yesterday we broke that this level here. This is what we're looking for, that 68.36, okay? So I have the SEO going, which is the short, okay, and I don't see any reason why I'm going to give that up right now, okay? So then what we do is we came all the way down here. Yesterday you made 67.89. Now today we made another low here. You're looking at 67.43 level. So your next level of support is going to be, is we just look right to the top bottom of this candle, 67.08. That's your next level, and then right here, 66.98. And then we're going to come to the bottom of here at that 66.53, 66.33. And then we'll come here at that 65.63, and then this is what we're looking for right here, is this 65.27 level, okay, on the downside. So there's nothing that says this is bullish. Now, the API report will be out today at 4:30. We'll see, but I just don't see anything that's bullish going on this chart at all, okay? See, you're in a complete downtrend situation. Now, say this does rally up here. Well, then we're looking for yesterday's low, okay, 67.89. And then we're looking for the bottom of this candle here, 68.36. That's going to be key level. Then if you can rally up here, well, we can look for the bottom there, 68.68. And then we'll look for the bottom of this candle here, 69.14. And then we're going to look for this 8-day. This is going to be really your big target on the upside, is going to be that 69.40 level. But look at here. See this 8-day? Waterfall. 21-day, waterfall, okay? That's never good. And now you can see where the 100-day starting to roll, 50-day starting to roll. There's just nothing bullish here. But if it does rally up here, your big target is going to be that 69.40. If you can get above that, you got this 70.88 level, and you have a possible on this 100-day. Let me see if I can get that in there for you. 71.27 level. But right now, this looks just like it's lower. Okay, so I'm short, staying short here. And I'm looking for this target right here, this 65.27. Okay, natural gas here. Well, you should say we had a really good run, and it held this nice key level, this 50-day and that 21-day. Rallied right on up here. Okay, we got as high as 4.17. All you have to do is look right to the left of the chart. What do you see? 4.17. That was your resistance, okay? Now, we're coming down here. Let me just see if I can big that up for you a little bit. There you go. Okay, so now, it came down here, but you notice that it's holding that 8-day again, okay? So long as it holds this 8-day in the top portion of this candle, this is still very, very bullish. Okay, I mean, even though it doesn't look like it, but this green candle, this engulfing candle, swallowed these 2 days up here very, very nicely. Okay, so now what we're looking for on the upside is you're looking for that 417 level. Okay, we get above that, then your next level, we're looking for that 420. Then when it comes this area here, you're looking at that 430 level. Then we look at that 436 level. Then we look at that 439, 444, and there's your retest, 447. It's supposed to be some big storm coming in here. Well, we got to see how that all shakes out. Okay, now downside, this 8-day is going to be everything. It needs to hold that on a closing basis, 4.04. Okay, so if that's lost here, what we'll do is we'll come right here to the top of this candle. You're looking at that 3.95. That's going to be your next support level. Okay, and then we'll come to the bottom of this candle here. You're looking at 3.87. We'll come to the bottom there. You're looking at 3.81. And then we're going to start going into your key support levels. 3.78, that's your 21 simple moving average. And right here is your 3.73, your 50-day simple moving average. Now, what I do is I don't hold this overnight or anything, but this was a really nice UNG scalp on the long side yesterday. And then when it hit this level, this is what I was looking for. I look for level to level. So once it starts getting above, and it got above that 8-day, then I look for the next resistance, 4.17. Then I took my trade right on off. Okay, now I didn't get the whole top of that there, but I took it off. I think it was 4.15. I took that off there. Kind of says, so don't worry about, I got to buy the bottom. I got to sell the top. All you're looking for is that nice meat in the middle here. Okay, that's the money right there. Okay, now today I'm just very, very patient. I'm going to see if it holds that 8-day. Now, if it doesn't, and it starts coming down, then I'll jump into that KOLD, and I'll just watch these support levels here till we get all the way down to your 21-day or your 50-day. Now, if it breaks above that 417, then I'll jump into UNG here, and maybe we'll head for that 420, that 430 level here, or maybe even a retest of 447. Okay, so keep it very, very simple. Let the trade come to you. Okay, that's the key. Don't overcomplicate anything. Okay, and if there's no trade there, then sit on your freaking hands. Okay, because that's how you're going to make money. You're not going to make money losing money. Okay, so RSI here, 55. That could go either direction. Your green is still over your red. That shows momentum to the upside. So overall here, this is still a very, very good. So this is going to be a nice, good trade setup today. We lose that 8-day, then it's a short. We could possibly come all the way down. You break above yesterday's high, and that's going to be a nice long side until we do all these retests and possibly all the way up there. Okay, this here, this is just ass ugly. This is going lower. I don't see any bullishness here whatsoever. And when you look at here on how this went right into that 8-day, see, this is why you trade the chart right into the 8-day. Yeah, yesterday they get above. Yeah, on the old tariff news with Canada, but that doesn't mean nothing. Oh, just remember, when the T-man's out there, he puts the tariffs on there. That's his leverage. That's his negotiating tools. Okay, they'll eventually get that all worked out. So you want to pop, and that gives you a nice, good shorting opportunity to come right on down. Okay, now we have that lower low. I don't see anything bullish. I just think that we're going to be looking here for this level right here, 65.27. Okay, that's what I got for you. I'll be back here midday trading. We'll take a look at Bitcoin, crude oil, natural gas, and then we'll see if we can get a turnaround Tuesday here. Okay, see if we can get a turnaround Tuesday. All right, trade what's in front of you, not what you want.